Flashback Friday. I hope you guys are having a fantastic, magical, wonderful Friday. I know I am. It is my day off, and those are few and far between, hence why it has been a hot minute since I have done a video. Life is crazy. In the last few weeks, I found out that my current store that I'm working for is closing. They didn't tell us. We actually found out through the mall office. The mall manager actually told us. Our corporate office hadn't even told us yet. So we found out that that was going on. My boss has been out of town for the last couple of weeks. Between moving into her new house and then helping other stores, I've kind of been in charge of my store, so that's been fun. And it's just made me have a lot more hours, and I've been stressed out. And then I've been searching for a new job and trying to figure that out and trying to figure out where I'm going to go because I have to work. I can't not work. So I was lucky enough to be offered another assistant management position at another store. Not for the same company. I'm going to be moving companies, but I'm really excited. It's a much better fit. I got a hell of a pay raise. I am getting a lot more time to myself. I'm going to have a weekend off a month. It's just a lot better fit for me. I'm really excited for the change, and so I'm working my last 2 weeks right now at my current store, and then I'm going to be moving to my new company in the middle of June. And so I'm really excited for the change, but it's just been crazy. And with all of that, and then the kids are out of school for the summer, and then that's a whole new thing that we could spend 5 hours talking about. But it's just been life. Life has been crazy, and so it's been a hot minute since I've been able to do a video, and I've missed doing them. I love doing them. It's just there's not enough hours in the day. But there's enough hours in this day, and so we are going to do a GA Flashback Friday, which is much needed and way overdue. And because it's much needed and way overdue, we are going to get right into it. So here we go. Yo. This week, we are going to Bisbee, Arizona, and the Copper Queen Hotel and the Oliver House. Now, Bisbee is a place of its own. I don't know what's creepier, the ghosts or the people that live there. It's a very eclectic, kind of secluded town, and so it's just very artsy and very hippie and very random and very weird. The people there were kind of freaking me out. Like, watching the people there were kind of freaking me out more than the ghosts, and I think it was safe to say that the guys kind of felt the same way. It was kind of scaring them more than any paranormal activity that they might stumble across. The people were just different. They were odd, they were weird. I have a feeling it can be a very fun place, but it's just, if you get uncomfortable around any type of, people at all, that town would just kind of run you off quick. So they investigated 2 locations, the Oliver House, which was a boarding house back in the day when it was used for a mining town and things like that. It was a boarding house, and now they just have different people come and stay, kind of like a bed and breakfast. Supposedly several murders and shootings took place there. There's only a couple of documented ones, but there's other stories of several other ones. So the guys wanted to investigate there, and they actually began their lockdown there, where they received several responses through the SB7 Spirit Box. Zach got his name called out, which is always a good time. They got an unexplained scream. They got something saying, "I'm angry," and an unexplained chain sound. Other than that, they didn't get a lot of visual evidence. They didn't get a lot of, like movement or shadows or anything like that. But there's obviously something there. Now, whether it's residual or whether it is an intelligent haunting, it really wasn't decided. I mean, yeah, they called out Zach by name. Yeah, they answered their questions. So I would go more of like an intelligent haunting, but why? They never really got why. Why are you angry? Why, are you screaming? Like, what is the purpose of all of that? And so they never really got answers to that, and then it kind of went silent. And they had to get over to the second part of their lockdown, where they got quite a bit of more evidence, and that was at the Copper Queen Hotel. Now, the Copper Queen Hotel is the longest continuously running hotel in Arizona. It was built in 1906, and it has been a hotel ever since then, which is pretty impressive. I mean, that's pretty amazing that it's never been shut down, it's never been closed, it's never been renovated. It's literally the way it's always been. There is a spirit there named Billy. He is a little boy, and he is a very active spirit there. There's also been a death of a prostitute there, as well as like a shadow figure that kind of roams the halls without reason. So they tried to make contact with Billy first, and before they do that, they kind of go up to the 4th floor to make contact with anybody, and they get an EVP that says put the rope down, and then they get some millimeter spikes on their EMF detector. And then they really start focusing in on Billy. They go to Billy's room, where apparently Billy doesn't like the bath. Now, any kid I know doesn't like a bath, but for some reason, Billy seems to really be upset by baths. So they start running the bath water, and then they get the spirit box out, and they get some more responses on there. They get, he's hurt, and they get Billy kind of like as a question. And so they kind of stay in there, and they have Nick go back in there and run the water, and out of nowhere, the shower curtain moves. Now, we all know that if the shower curtain is tucked into a bathtub and the bath water hits it, it will kind of waver a little bit, but this was like a full-on shaking of the shower curtain, and when they, upon investigation, they discovered that the water was not actually touching the shower curtain. So they weren't really able to debunk that as being caused by the water, so it was still unexplained. It possibly could have been Billy trying to get them away from the bath. Something very bad could have happened to him involving a bathtub, and now he just doesn't like bath water. Then they kind of split apart. Zach went to base camp. Aaron went to the room with where the prostitute had been killed, had committed suicide, and Nick went to go look for the shadow person. They got several EVPs that were Class A, he's coming, there's no one here, and then they got unexplained footsteps. Other than that, they didn't really get a lot of other evidence, but there's obviously something at both of these locations. I mean, after they've been there for so long, how could there not be? And just given the town, it would be pretty stinking unbelievable that nothing would be there, because like I said, that town is an entity in and of itself. But I really enjoyed the episode because of the evidence that they got, like with the shower curtain moving and stuff. Like when you get things like that move and stuff like that, that's always really interesting to see for me personally, because yeah, EVPs are cool and like the spirit box I love, but just being able to see something happen that you can't like explain away is pretty stinking incredible. But that is all I have for GA Flashback Friday. I realize it was short and sweet, but even on my days off, I am still insanely busy, but I wanted to get this video in for you guys. I will be back as soon as possible. I am planning on doing a GA recap Monday after the new episode of Ghost Adventures this Saturday. Fingers crossed that it all works out. I don't even know. I think I only work till 5 on Monday, so I might be able to squeeze it in late Monday night. But I am going to try to deliver you guys videos as much as I can. With me leaving one job and starting another one, I just don't know what the schedule is going to look like for me. But I know that I'm going to have a little bit more time, especially on Fridays, coming up with my new job. So hopefully, fingers crossed, I will be back on Monday for GA Recap Monday, where we recap the newest episode of Ghost Adventures. Until then, stay happy, stay healthy, have a great, amazing, wonderful weekend. Much love and happiness. Bye.